have a favorite? There's quite a few different textures and varieties, and what's the difference between goat milk and cow milk as far as flavor?
I like the goat's milk. There is going to be a little bit of undertaste. It's kind of a little bit of a musky flavor, but you know, I think I like it. I think that it adds to the substance of the yogurt, and because I know that it comes from small family farms, etc., I have no qualms about eating yogurt. And sometimes I'll put my own flavoring in, or I'll add it to cereals. As a matter of fact, one of my favorite recipes is adding goat milk to muesli. Now this is Bob's Red Mill Muesli, old country style. And there's no cooking involved. You just take this like this. This is actually a Swedish recipe. It's called Swedish muesli, which means that you're going to take a little bit of yogurt, and we'll, in this case, use the goat's milk yogurt. This goat's milk yogurt is flavored with vanilla and a little bit of sugar. So it's going to be a little more caloric, not much, than your plain goat's milk yogurt, which is naturally, as I said before, low in fat. We're going to add about equal amounts of yogurt and equal amounts of muesli. At this point, we can add some stevia or artificial sweetener, even a little real sugar. There are nutritionally, there are sweeteners out there that have less calories and more nutrition, like the agave syrup, or even maple syrup, or even molasses. But I like the raw honey, and I'm just going to add a little bit of raw honey, about a teaspoonful. Now, honey is going to be relatively high in calories, but I'm making this. This is going to be about 3 or 4 servings here. Then you can add extra dried fruit if you like, whatever goes. Now, this is not necessarily an ultra low calorie, but it's just packed with nutrition. You know everything that's going in it. There are no emulsifiers or, I don't know, guar gum. I mean, when you read some of these labels on these processed foods, they have 20 different things in them. And quite frankly, you don't know where they came from. So it's a very quick recipe and good for breakfast. Just think ahead, because you're going to have to prepare this several hours in advance. Now you take this, put it in a container or just in the bowl, cover it, put it in the fridge, and it'll be ready in about 3 or 4 hours. What I like to do is put it in the refrigerator the night before. In the morning, it's good to go. And what happens is that the muesli absorbs the yogurt and the honey, whatever else you put in there, and the dried fruit will plump up, and you have a wonderful breakfast. Now in Sweden, they're very familiar with this, but it's kind of new in the U.S., so it's quite delicious, and it's just full of nutrients. So I highly recommend it for any time you're going to use yogurt in a dish. So there you have it. And so any more questions?
Try a little bite?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Really creamy and good.
I like the consistency. Very flavorful.
And if you've got, you know, a couple kids in the house, they're good to go. Just give them a couple spoonfuls and they'll have all the nutrition that they would have and more in the packaged cereals. Fruit Loops, for instance. Thank you for visiting Death by Banana.